What's wrong, sweetheart? You look miserable.
I'm bored. We have nothing to read.
How about this?
No.
This?
No.
This? How about we go and check out that new bookstore that was opened recently?
Really? But you said we're not supposed to spend money.
Yeah, we're really not supposed to, but what can I do? Like, you're really bringing us down. Let's go.
Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited about today's video because we are going book shopping to this new Boston bookstore. I mean, it's not like totally new. I just didn't know about it. It was one of my friends who brought it to my attention. She told me that there is this bookstore, new bookstore in Cambridge called Lovestuck, and this bookstore only sells romance books, nothing else. And it's something that I need to check out. One, I am in the middle of filming a massive romantasy vlog, and I also have a couple of new romance releases that I want to buy, and I think that this bookstore will be like basically the perfect place to do so. And also, I don't know when was the last time when I went to a bookstore. I think it was like in December. I think I filmed it for Bookmas. And since then, I haven't been to a bookstore. I haven't browsed books. And I have not gotten recommendations for books from bookstores and booksellers and shoppers and whatnot. So I think that that's what we are going to do in today's video. Just go there, enjoy a coffee or something, because apparently it's also like a coffee shop, and just browse the books and buy whatever I feel like. But this is not all. This is not all, because also we are in the middle of cherry blossom season in Boston, and I am going to take you guys to the Esplanade, which is basically like just a beautiful park that's running right next to the Charles River, and it's full with cherry blossom. And this is why I really love the middle of April in Boston, because the cherry blossoms and the scents and the colors and everything is just so beautiful. And we'll go on a walk and I will show you guys everything. It's one of my favorite places, and I hope that you guys will love it too. So let's just hit the road. I mean, technically I am already on the road, so let's just continue, and once we are at the bookstore, I will pop back in and we go on from there.
Okay guys, we are here. Oh my god, can you just look at this design? This is insane. I feel like it's also part of the coffee shop, but can we just like look at it and look at the design of the ceiling? Oh my god, this, wow, it gets me, okay? It gets me.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly.
This entire wall of books here, guys, it's all contemporary romance. Oh my god. This section here is all erotica as well as dark romance, and I love how they made the bookshelves black for this. Guys, this is so cool. Paranormal romances here and here, and then it's all about sports romance on this side. Wow, what is this? A what? Oh, okay. I just need this. Okay, maybe I don't. I'm sorry. We got a historical romance section. Oh my god. This here is like paradise, guys. Well, to me, it is paradise. To
Loretta Chase. I need to read more from her. What is this? Ooh, I will need to check this out. A lot of Sarah McLean. Ooh, and there is Lisa Kleypas. Ooh, and so many more that I just never even heard of. This is insane. Ooh, Earl Crush. This is a new release that I want to read. Look at that cover. Oh my god, that is all the romantic section. Oh my god, let's go check it out.
I hate all this overthinking.
I am already here for this. What is this? Oh my god.
Take me to a world of silver. No
I'm sorry, but
tears, pain,
who would do this to me? Printing my favorite book in the series on a purple background. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. I want this. But I already have it. I also want to read this series, guys. I know that this is not the first book, but the series itself I'm interested in. Here is Fear the Flames. And I also saw a couple of other books here that have been on my TBR for a while. Oh, I think Spark of the Ever Flame. I believe that this is the first one. We also have the Dawn of Onyx here. I heard a lot of things about that one. And also this thing. A Harvest of Hearts. This has been on my TBR as well. We have Feybound. Oh my gosh, guys. We have Quicksilver, of course. We have everything. We also have the Western romance books, if that is something that you're into. There you go. An entire shelf. Wow. I got the goodies, guys. Everything is here. I will do a mini book haul at the end of the video. Now, let's hit the road again and go and check out the cherry blossom. I wanted to sit a little bit there at the patio, just sipping my coffee, reading my books, but it is so insanely busy because the weather is beautiful and everybody just wants to, you know, enjoy their books and coffees and whatever in that beautifully decorated environment. Anyways, so instead of those flowers, we're just gonna go and enjoy the real cherry blossom.
day breaks and I'm burned by the morning light. I make the same mistake more than twice. Same song, but brand new dance. I wear out my third second chance. You take my breath and I can't get it back.
And there you go, guys. Here is Boston. I mean, how beautiful is this view? This is one of my favorite views of the city. And I don't know if you can tell, but you can already see the cherry blossom there with the greenery and the esplanade. I mean, I shouldn't call it a greenery. It's starting to turn green, but it is not fully. But I mean, gorgeous day, beautiful view. And you can see the people are already sailing there. So, oh wow. We will continue our journey across the bridge, and once I am there at the esplanade, I will hop back in and I'll show you some of the cherry blossom flowers. They are beautiful.
It's you and It's you and
I got the goodies here, guys. I bought 5 books. I have no idea why I counted the books because I know exactly how many books I bought. It was just yesterday. Anyways, I bought 5 books at the bookstore, and I also want to show you 2 other books. These I bought online, but these are also romance books. So I decided just to include them in this mini haul. And probably you guys, if you read romance, fantasy romance specifically out there, then you've already heard of these 2 books because they are insanely famous. One of them is Quicksilver. I really want to know what the hype is about because objectively speaking, a lot of people have very good opinion about Quicksilver. So this is a massive book, but I want to know what the hype is about. And again, that cover, wow. And the other one is A Dawn of Onyx, and this is also a recommendation that I got from online, and I ordered this online. I have high hopes when it comes to this book. Just like I said, I am in the middle of a romantasy reading vlog, and I will include these two definitely with many other books in those upcoming vlogs. But now let's just look at the books that I actually bought at Lovestuck. And I also opened a membership, and because I opened the membership, I got 10% off the price, which I think is a really good deal. At least that is what I am telling to myself, because 5 books at a bookstore, you know, it's like pricey. I want to show you guys first the 2 new releases that I got. One of them is a crush, but I show you guys in the footage that this is a new release historical romance that I was really interested in, and when I saw this cover in real life, you know, anything with purple on the cover, especially if it's a historical romance, I am here for it. And there is also a puppy on the cover, and it takes place in Scotland. And apparently it's one of my favorite tropes, marriage of convenience, based on the synopsis. And Alexandra Vasti is a relatively new historical romance author. I believe this is the 2nd book in a series, and I really want to support historical romance in general as a genre, and also new and upcoming authors, you know. So this is definitely something that's high up on my priority list when it comes to reading. And then the other one, and this is also something that was on my TBR, and when I saw this book, the physical copy in the real life, I was like, I am getting it. I am getting it. Can we just look at that cover for a second? But it's not just about the cover, the entire book. I mean, can you see those sprayed edges? The rolling pin, the cupcakes, what else? The crown, the whisk, the cake, the cat. And this is a fantasy romance that was apparently inspired by Howl's Moving Castle. So this is a say less situation to me. Apparently this is a romance between a human and a sorcerer who accidentally snags a piece of her heart. And then we go on an adventure. I think that this sounds really good. Been on my TBR, so I feel really good about finding this book and buying this book. Also, another fantasy romance that has been long on my TBR, and again, it will be probably included in my fantasy romance reading vlog, and that is Blood and Steel. This author, I hope I say her name correctly, Helen Schurer? A lot of people have very good opinion about her books because this is one of her series, and now she also have a spin-off series, and in general everybody has such a good opinion about the story. And Blood and Steel specifically, and this series, but this book specifically, has been compared to A Court of Silver Flames because there is some kind of training going on with some kind of like big warrior, I don't know, and that just sounds good to me. If you compare any books to A Court of Silver Flames, there's a chance that I will pick up that book. I will read that book, and I cannot wait to get to this series. So this is also fantasy romance. Wow, I already like showed you guys like 3 fantasy romances, but you guys know that it's always about fantasy romance and historical romance to me. I very rarely read contemporary, right? Right, because the other 2 books that I have to show you guys, these are also kind of like historical. Loretta Chase is definitely historical, and this is My Inconvenient Duke, and this is the only book that they had because the other Loretta Chase was the Lord of Scoundrels that I already read, and I love that book. And it was one of you who recommended that book to me, so thank you so much for your recommendation. I really appreciated it. I loved it. And I want to read more from Loretta Chase. And this one, My Inconvenient Duke, this is a 3rd book in one of her other series, but they didn't have book number 1, 2. So I am reading this one, but I know that this book is not super popular. And now I am trying to pick up books that, like, you know, not like super popular. Of course, I read popular books because like everybody does. There are just certain books that we want to read, and sometimes they are totally worth the hype. But I am also trying to, like, you know, balance it out with books that are not that popular not that well known, so I can also give you guys, like, you know, just other recommendations, so we just don't live in an echo chamber. Anyways, last but not least, it happened one fight, and this book was actually in the contemporary romance section, but it surprises me because this is a Hollywood romance, but it takes place in the 1930s, I believe, so the golden age of Hollywood, and it's gonna be about an actor and actress, surprise, surprise, coming together and filming a movie together. So I first saw this book in this bookstore. I never knew about this book. So I'm gonna say it's historical and not contemporary, but whatever, we'll see. Actually, Emily Henry blurbed it and she said, my perfect read. Now, I know that it basically means nothing because authors are like, you know, they are like compensated financially to do summaries and blurbs and whatever. So, you know, just keep that in mind when you read blurbs, but still, Emily Henry blurbed it. So I don't know why I cannot say Emily Henry in today's video, but whatever. And this cover also looks so good. And actually, I like to read books that are taking place in Golden Age Hollywood. Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, just to mention one, but I already read like a couple of others, like Siren Queen, for example, that's like a fantasy twist on Hollywood. So I think that this will also work for me. And with these two done, there you go. These are the 7 romance books that I want to read in spring, summer. Have you guys read any of these books? If you have, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, just in general, if you bought any romance books in the past couple of months and you wanna give me some recommendations, again, please let me know in the comments down below. And also, if you live in a city that's got like romance bookstores, please, again, let me know in the comments down below, because to me, it is still relatively a new concept. I knew that we had a very, very, very famous one in New York, well, in Brooklyn specifically, the Ripped Bodice. And every time when I go to New York City, I always want to go there. I just never have the time. And now we have this one in Boston. And this is dangerous. This is gonna be dangerous for me because fantasy romance and historical romance, I am always here for those two. Anyways, hit share, like, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. I have a lot of fun bookish videos coming up, especially like in the rest of the spring, but also for the summer as well. I already planned some of the videos that I want to film in the summer, and if I may say so, I don't want to blow my own horn, but if I may say so, I have some really good video ideas for the summer. But in the meantime, you can check out a couple of my other videos that I will leave on the screen, probably here and here, and I'll see you soon in an upcoming video. Bye!
I actually now feel so bad, and I am really bashing myself for buying that coffee at the bookstore. Well, not necessarily for like buying the coffee, but like using the plastic cup and the plastic straw, because I know better. I usually don't do this. I very rarely buy coffee outside as it is, because usually I just make my own, and I have all these reusable coffee mugs and tumblers and whatnot. And I knew that I was going to the bookstore, and I knew I was going to buy a cup of coffee, so I should have just taken one of these things, but I forgot. And now I actually do feel very bad about it.